Hello, I'm Luis Casco, Mary Kay's Global Beauty Ambassador, and today I'm going to tell you about this new essential brush collection. I mean, these are really game-changing brushes. They're basically made out of a new generation of synthetic bristles that to me are just amazing. These brushes practically guide you to creating beautiful and super professional looking makeup looks. Each brush is made of synthetic bristles that are a perfect match for the advanced type of product formulas that we work with today. Why synthetic, you might ask? Well, feather soft and compatible with any product form. That's why. I mean, you can use them with liquids, creams, or powders. Did you hear that? You can use them with liquid, creams, and powders. So just remember that if you're going to use one of the brushes on an area of the face, like for instance, the eyes, you should probably have another brush to use it on the lips. So I will be talking a little bit more about that when I show you the look. But let's look at the set. It all comes in this cool pouch. It's 5 brushes. The first one is a all-over powder brush, like this. Then we have an eye crease brush, an all-over eyeshadow brush, and then my fave, which is the eye smudger brush. Also, we have a cream color brush like this. These are some of the additional brushes that you could also get. I should mention that in the pouch you have these 5 brushes that I named first. That's the 3 eye ones, the brush for all over powder, and actually the cheek brush. So those are the 5 that come in this kit. And then the extra ones are the cream color brush, the liquid foundation brush, an eyebrow and eyeliner brush like this, and also a powder foundation brush. So these are extra brushes that you can actually get. But now for the best part, and what I really want to show you, is how I used them to achieve what I would think is a beautiful, flawless face on Miss Taylor right here. So let's start about it. The first thing that I use is the liquid foundation brush. Let me find it right here. I love it because it has that flat angle top that allows you to pour the foundation actually directly on the brush, or you could also put it on your hand and then apply it. So the way I use it is I just start in the middle of the face by stippling, and then you just swirl it around to get that perfect airbrush look. Just remember, whatever's left, you can always carry it on your neck and on your ears, and that's how it works. Next, I used concealer and actually a little bit of corrector under her eyes, but what I applied it with was with the cream eye color concealer brush, just like this. This brush is great because the rounded sort of taper edges mimic a finger, and it actually, the shape of the bristles and how densely packed they are will really help to apply that concealer and feather it out without tugging under the eye. And you know that's very important for that really sensitive eye area. Now let's talk about powder in this really cool brush. I know you like this one. It's super soft. It's got this dome shape, and it's a very plush feeling brush. It helps to really distribute the product really easy. So I'm going to put a little bit of translucent powder on here, and you can apply it one of 2 ways. You can press and roll the powder, which will give you more of a coverage, or you can sort of swirl it around to still leave the face looking like it's glowing, but with a little bit of a powder feel to it. So it's an amazing brush. You can also use it with bronzer. You can apply bronzer in décolleté area, and you can really get creative. I mean, even foundation you can do with this. Now let's talk about the eyes. Getting all the brushes here. There are 3 for the eyes. There's the all-over eyeshadow brush, which I use to literally tap the color on like this. I just did some little tapping motions so that we could see that texture, and then you take it back and forth to blend. The next one is the angled eye crease brush. And I call it angled because it has that perfect shape. I mean, we worked really hard to make sure that that shape was the easiest for you to really identify that sort of crease or brow bone area. You can just take it back and forth and create that perfection by doing it this way. And then we can turn it over and just blend. So this way we create that depth, and this way we blend. And then my favorite little brush, I hope you love this brush. I get so excited about it. So it is the smudger brush that I used right underneath the eye. You will have such an easy time now to do a smoky look. It's perfect to use right at the lash line, and also to add detail to those hard to reach places like the inner corners of the eyes with that little tip. So I can use it right in that inner corner. It's actually also a great lip brush. Just remember, have another brush and don't use the same one that you're using on your eyes, also on the lips. So now let's talk about her cheeks. This is really a game-changing cheek brush. It's a 3-in-1 brush that enhances, sculpts, and highlights. It's got this little divot right here. So what I like to do is put my finger there, and then if you take it this way, you can see it conforms exactly to the shapes of her face. So you can take it either way, like this or like this, but no matter what, the tighter the bristle, the more you will apply. So with the tighter bristle, we apply the sort of contour that I use here. I actually use a darker mineral powder foundation. And then we applied the cheek color with this. And then just with the longer tip, I applied a little bit of highlighter on top of the cheeks. So that's all you need, 3-in-1. Now, for the lips, I use the cream color brush like this. Again, you can get that perfect shape. And you have to remember, and this is something that's very important, that these brushes need to be cleaned. I would recommend that every time you use them, you use the Mary Kay brush cleaner like this, and then you just sort of take it on a tissue, you clean them, and that's perfect to sort of spot clean the brushes. If you're using them every day, I would say once a week, I would take some sort of cleaner, or maybe a little bit of a warm water with just a tiny bit of some sort of shampoo or anything that's a soft cleaner, and then you would twirl the brush like this on your hand and then run a little bit of water on it. Now, something that you should know, there are 3 parts to this brush. There's the base, the ferrule, which is made out of metal, and then the brushes. For that reason, you want to make sure that you dry them this way, like on a ledge or on a table, or look at Mary Kay's Facebook and Instagram page. They have this really cool picture where they show you how to actually hang them this way to dry, so that you can really keep those bristles in the shape that they're in. So besides that, I can tell you to clean them, to make sure that you have as many brushes as you can possibly think of, that you're gonna love them. I actually tested them for over a year. I mean, on location, on fashion shows, on shoots, everywhere. And today, with my friend Taylor here. So thank you for joining us today. I'm so glad that you were here with us. And remember, it is an essential brush set from Mary Kay. So you guys have a wonderful day, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.